You move a little bit this way out of that light. Yeah, there. Yeah, okay. So, hey, guys. So this is two bus drivers, AC Transit. We were just at the board meeting. Can you tell folks a little bit about what's going on?
They're snakes. They're lying to the media. They're public. They make over 230,000 a year.
What, the
Compared
board
to
members?
the board members, the directors, everyone other than the bus operators make more.
And what are they doing to you in terms of shift or hours? Are they?
They're making us. They're basically holding us hostage for about 13 hours a day and only paying us for 8.
How are they
So-
doing that?
Because what they do is they have created runs that are 3-part runs. So you may start at 6 in the morning and you may work for 4 hours, and then you will be off, and you will come back, and you may be off for 2 or 3 hours. Then you come back, you may work another hour. You'll be off for another 2 or 3 hours, and then at the end you'll work another 3 hours. So at the end of the day, it's really 13 hours that you've been at work, but you've only really worked 7 or 8 hours of actually driving the bus.
I gotcha.
So what we get paid for under this new implemented contract that they have imposed on us, we only get paid for the time we work. We only get overtime after 40 hours a week. Whereas before, we got overtime on a daily basis because we always worked over 8 hours platform, and whatever over 8 hours, we got paid for it. But now it's not like that.
Yeah. Well, also, what about the cutting routes, aren't they?
They are cutting routes. They have been cutting. They cut service in March. They wanted 14% in March, but they, instead of cutting the whole 14% in March, they cut half of it. And now they had already planned to cut the other half in August. Now they're saying that because the bus drivers union is not making concessions, giving them $15 million, they are cutting service. They had already planned to cut service, so that's nothing new.
Yeah. So they're holding a knife to your throat.
They really are.
Yeah.
They asked for $15 million a year for 3 years.
They ended up with 15.7.
Now they want 15.7. We were at the negotiating tables. We offered them $9 million. Now $9 million is more than halfway there. They said no. They want the whole $15 million. They got up and walked away from the table.
I think part of what it is that the unions, the union leadership at the highest levels have been so concessionary that the employers feel quite comfortable. They're feeling confident because we've given up so much, you know.
Well, maybe so. For us, we really haven't asked for anything too much. We haven't really had a raise in a while, and one of the reasons that we haven't asked for a lot is because of our medical plan. A lot of the people who work here, they're sick due to the fact of the kind of work that they do.
Yeah.
You know, they have high blood pressure because the diet that they have.
And you sit all day.
They sit all day.
Diabetes.
They have joint problem, muscle
Yeah.
problem, repetition problem. So we want to continue to keep our medical the
Yeah.
way it is.
But it shouldn't be a choice,
It shouldn't be a
right?
choice.
That's
It
what they
shouldn't.
always give us. Okay, no layoffs, but a 20% pay cut. And so, you know,
That's what it is.
But
But-
what they're doing, they're kind of implementing both
Yeah.
pay cut and taking away our medical, which means is that they want us to pay for the first year 10% into our medical, second year 20%, each year
Wow.
after that 10%. So
Wow.
you can imagine a family of 4 would cost now $38 per week to be covered.
wow.
For dental,
Yeah.
it's going to cost me $26 per week.
Yeah. Well, tell me this. What about what I was saying at the podium there about the fact that we could shut this city down? I mean, the Central Labour Council is here. They sent 2 delegates, 2 people here. I mean, it represents 100,000 workers.
And that's all.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they... I mean, isn't that what we got to do? I mean, most workers can see... No? Don't you think?
Well, no, you know
That's what I was suggesting.
Truthfully, I believe we could shut this city down.
Yeah.
That's true. But at the same time, the effect that it would have on the public, and that's what our position has been from the beginning. We don't really want to affect the public. You know, there are some people who depend on this bus service for their daily use, to get to the doctor, to get to the grocery store, for everything in their life that they have. Not everyone can just hop in their vehicle,
Right.
you know, and drive where they're going. They don't have a vehicle. So that would be a large impact on these people, and then most of them are in poor communities.
Well, that's very true. But I think the... Well, did you want to say something
Yes.
first?
And I wanted to say something else about the bus service and the bus lines. AC Transit has also gotten money from the city of Oakland to run this new shuttle that they have, but they're not saying that they've gotten money for that. There's a free bus that runs from Jack London Square
Yeah.
to Grand Avenue, and it's free.
Yeah. Well, my answer to your firstly, no workers want to impede other workers. Right. The thing is, they're cutting services and everything else, which is going to hurt these people anyway.
Right.
And I think one of the ways, if we shut the city down, or if we do stuff like that, is that we don't just fight for our own things. Right. We fight for better healthcare. We fight for more buses. And I think people then see that, yes, I've got to make a sacrifice, but the gain, it can be for something. You know, because we can win things. There's plenty of money. Look, they spent $59 billion they sent to Afghanistan today.
You're right, and I totally agree with that. That's why I'm saying I believe we could do it, and it's something that, you know, we may have to do.
Yeah.
But I'm just concerned about the senior citizens who
no.
are not workers.
Yeah,
They
no.
you know, the senior citizens once by splitting that 51.
I beg your pardon?
They already screwed the senior citizens once by splitting that 51.
And they're going to do it more.
They are.
They're going to do it more.
They are.
All right, you two. Well, if there's more, it'd be good.
I just would like to say that we are not on a stick out. AC Transit has spread so many rumors about us drivers and how we're.
Sick?
Yeah, you see,
I'm wore down.
But she's
I'm
still
wore
working.
down. But I'm still working. They have spread so many rumors about how we are being sick, and they even on if you go to the bus stops, they have the ticket machines up there where you can read, and it says that the service is slow because the AC Transit drivers are unrested or with this contract negotiation. They're just spreading lies about us everywhere they can.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, it's like I was at the Oscar Grant rally the other week, and when you think about it, I know I got on the union leadership in that meeting when I just spoke, but what frustrates me is that the unions should have organised that rally, and there should have been 50,000 workers at that rally, and linked up the question of police abuse with foreclosure losses, slumlords in Oakland. I fought against slum, so that everybody sees we're all in this together. And then there'd have been 50,000 people there instead of 1,000 people there. You know. All right. Well, it was good talking to you.
Thank you.
It's a great city, Oakland.
All right.
All right. So go to the blog and check it out. I'll put it up. I'll try to do it tonight.
Okay.
See you later.
Thanks.
All right.